The girls have gone to Chicago, so it's me and this little dude. What are we gonna do?
Let's go play in the playroom.
Go play in the playroom?
Yeah.
Don't leave me hanging. We're gonna go play in the playroom. Welcome back to the Building Us channel. This episode is about Eli and me having a few days of one-on-one time to strengthen our father-son bond, while also allowing me to try and encourage his boyish behaviors and actions. This gives me the opportunity to spend time with Eli one-on-one, connecting, and there's just something so real about a son spending time with his father that just unveils characteristics that maybe we don't see on a regular basis. It's almost as if boys come alive when they're around their dads, especially when it's one-on-one. Growing up, my dad did the best he could with what he was given, and he worked a ton, and because of this, he had very limited time he could spend with us. He would spend as much time as he could, which was usually on the weekends, maybe for our football games or some sports we were playing, but he worked so much, there was very little time for him to actually spend with us on a one-on-one basis, especially. That almost never happened. Eli is now only 3 years old, but there is a lot that I have learned in the past 3 years. And Eli is finally getting to the age now that I feel like I can take him out alone, one-on-one in nature, and do things that are just filling to his soul and filling to my soul as well. Eli needs my attention. There are certain things that he can only receive from me, his father. For instance, one of the things that he learns from me compared to his mother is discipline. He learns a lot quicker with me when it comes to disciplining him versus his mom. And it's not because I'm louder or because I'm bigger. There's just something about a father figure in the home that when he talks to his son, he listens. Also, boys need to explore a little bit more from what I've learned between boys and girls, is that they are wanting to explore everything and everywhere they can. And sometimes this comes off as frustrating for a parent because you think that they're putting themselves in danger, and many times they are. The truth is, I just think that this is how boys are. I remember being a boy at one point, and you just feel like you always have to be moving, and you have to be moving at 100 miles an hour at all times. This adrenaline rush that they get when they're doing things that are a little bit crazy or maybe a little bit dangerous. So tomorrow we pick up the girls, and I'm very excited to see my wife and daughter again. But it's a little bit bittersweet. I have enjoyed the time that I've got to spend with Eli one-on-one. I feel like I've learned a lot more about him being set apart. This also gives me the opportunity to be more than just physically present with Eli, to actually be present as a father should be. Sometimes your physical aura isn't all that's needed in order for a son to feel his father's presence. Also, I want to magnify the importance of praying with your son. So this is something that Christina and I have done with both of our children since they were born, but praying with them every single night, and some opportunities during the day that may came up, whether it's them getting hurt or needing prayer for something, but they can expect every night that one of their parents is going to pray with them for the littlest of things. And most of the time it's for things that pertain to them, like pray that tomorrow Eli can be kind to his sister, or that his sister can be kind to Eli. Things that they can relate to, and that things that they can tangibly see the next day of prayers being answered. This is something that a lot of men, I feel like, struggle as they get older, is showing this vulnerability to the children. But ultimately, this vulnerability will be reciprocated from their children to them as they get older. And that's kind of what I hope for as a father. I want Eli to be vulnerable with me, with the good, the bad, and the ugly. And through this vulnerability, I can show him praise, I can show him grace, I can show him love. The bottom line is, something I have learned over these past few days is that boys come alive when in the presence of their father. And it makes total sense when you think of it from a spiritual aspect on how we come alive when we are in the presence of our father. It's the same for Eli. He comes alive when he is in the presence of me. So anyways, I hope this video is encouraging to some of you. By no means am I trying to preach how to be a good father. These are just simply things that I'm learning as I go on, and that I have sat down about, and I've prayed about, and I've thought about. And just over these last few days, these are the things that I have learned spending time with Eli. So thanks again for tuning in on this episode of Building Us. I have no idea what the next episode is going to be, but hopefully we'll find out together. Thanks.